YouTube, what's going on? Today we're going to be taking a look at one of the most impressive deadlifters that I have ever seen, right? Nik You. If you've followed powerlifting, you've probably heard of Nik You, and he has some absolutely crazy numbers, right? I know that for a fact he takes like some breaks off, he gets back into it. I'm not sure what's going on there, right? But he has got some crazy numbers, and he also has a great physique too. So first video that I'm gonna show you guys, probably the one that's most recognizable, is his 881-pound deadlift, 882, I guess this would be, and absolutely insane pull right here. As you can see, I mean, this is locked out. You know, real recognize real here. This is locked out, and he's got no straps on, kilo plates. Just crazy amounts of respect. This is nuts, right? Crazy pull. But if we go to his other videos and stuff like this, you can see the dude is jacked. He's very built. No doubt about it. Let me scroll down a little bit more here. Oh, I thought he was flexing there. But yeah, I mean, so I know that he's gained a ton of followers from not only just his deadlift, but his physique as well, right? So what would you even consider him? A power builder, power lifter? I'm not sure. Somebody who's got such a great deadlift, I feel like you have to consider him a power lifter. But the fact that so many of his lifting or just his flexing, posing videos get him so many likes, you feel like he's almost a bodybuilder too, right? So he's doing a lot. Here we have him squatting. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, only 575 here. But if we scroll down and we get to, I'm not sure, it's probably about 6 months back. Here we have him benching 365. So obviously his weakest lift, but for a deadlift specialist, that's you know, that's kind of expected. 365 though, and that's not weak at all, right? It's crazy. His weakest lift is still 365-pound bench. You can see that wasn't like any crazy arch or anything like that. His butt didn't really come off the bench, so pretty impressive, right? Gotta recognize him. Gotta say it's pretty impressive. If we keep scrolling though, you get way down here. Here we have all right. Let's just peep. How does 705 look here? So I mean, his leverages are just crazy, absolutely crazy. I'm gonna play this back one more time so I can explain to you guys what I'm talking about leverages with right here. All right, so right as he sets up to the bar, as you can see, his stance is not too crazy wide. It's a little bit beyond the ring, which is wider, but it's not too crazy wide. But when he's able to get into this deadlift, his knees are literally facing out. Like, he is at a 90-degree angle, which is so crazy because that just creates such an amazing wedge for him, right? So where all he's got to do now is basically stand up. He doesn't have to worry about the balance portion. It's literally just a leg press into locking his knees up. So he's got some of the greatest deadlift leverages ever out there, ever, period. And I've heard he's about maybe 5'8", 5'9", something like that, right? So not a midget. He just has great leverages. If we keep going here, oh, he must have took it away. But here we have 600. I think he got up to 655, if I'm not mistaken. This was on a bumper plates, not on a real bar. So I think he got a little bit of a whip at the bottom, which I've definitely noticed before. But so yeah, here he is on kilo plates. This is comp standard on stiff bar, all the same competition equipment. Probably takes a little bit off. I mean, it's pretty strong. 600 pounds. And he only weighs 180, 175, 180. And that's probably the biggest thing to note for all the lifts that he has done, right? I think if we go into reels, though, he has pulled 904, which is nuts, right? 17-year-old pulling 904. I believe that he has pulled 904, but his thumb ripped right as he was about to lock it out or something like that. Let me see if I could just find that real quick. Like, dude, these are some just crazy, like 800 beltless. Let's just watch this. This is just a crazy feat of strength, right? Okay, so here he's got the straps, so not 100% competition, but just crazy beltless, right? Like, think about the core tightness that's involved, and he's just got such great leverages that he's allowed and he's able to do that. So here we go. We have a 926 deadlift attempt. 926. 827. Pretty good. 904. See, this is like... So he got it, but he didn't really like pull it back, right? I don't know. You guys can count that on your own. But now that I actually think that I'm in here... Yeah, check this out. 650 squat. So, right, he's getting some whip from these plates and this commercial bar. Super strong. Crazy how he took 635 and then 650. But, yeah, crazy squat, no doubt. He wasn't able to pull that off in competition, but still crazy. If we head over to his open powerlifting, we're just going to break this down real quick. Right, so I remember I actually had his phone number, which is really funny, for this first meet that he did. And, yeah, it was this one. I had his phone number because I was curious on how much he ended up pulling. He ended up taking a 556, 578, 595 up to 617. Shortly after, it appears that he did full power meet, which I don't think he tried on bench at all. He just loaded one red. And yeah, that was it. Gets up to 639 in that. But then we see this huge gap in strength, and this is about almost a year later, right? So he takes a good 9 months off of competing. He bulks about almost 20 pounds, let's say. He goes 500 only on squat, 275 only on bench, but 756, giving him 500 plus dots at 16 years old, which is nuts. Absolutely crazy. For some reason, this is entered in here 4 times, because as of what I could see, he's done 1, 2, 3, 4 meets, and it's got it entered so many times. But if you jump forward almost another year, 11 months later, he blows up his squat. He pretty much blows up his bench too, but he missed 341. But so he gets 606 on squat. He cuts his third attempt on squat. That's probably the smart thing to do when you're a deadlift specialist going for such a big pull. And then we head over to bench right here, which is 308, 330, and he sends the third attempt on the bench of 341. Pretty impressive, right? Pretty impressive for somebody only weighing 177 here. Now the deadlift, unfortunately, I did watch this. He pulled 804, and I think they were going to give him, literally right as they were about to give him the down command, his hand just like slipped out of the bar. Bar fell. Unfortunately, it didn't count. Now he took the extremely ballsy move, which I'm honestly, respectfully, I'm not sure why in the world he would do that, but he takes a ballsy jump for another 50 pounds up to 854. And this 854, he basically gets it. I think he pretty much gets it, but the same thing ends up happening. But this time, he wasn't able to hold it as long. And so that's why I think it was just a bit risky, and he probably should have stayed at the 804 pull. But he jumped up, and he gets another attempt at it, and he puts on like 2 more pounds just because he was trying to win the meet or something like this. He goes up to 856, and I think this one was a miss on strength. So super sad that he wasn't able to complete this meet, get a full total in, get these 800-pound deadlifts on the board. But he did prove something by lifting it in them and almost getting it. So go in the comments, guys. Let me know. What do you think about Nik You? Do you think he's a possible 1,000-pound puller? Do you think he's the next 502 deadlifter, 502 kg deadlifter, right? What's up next for Nik You? Let me know. Guys, also go down. Let me know who I should go over next. And until next time, it's Blake Wendt. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out. Peace.